Black butterfly. Thank you for watching on YouTube. This is a collective reading. This is a karmic reading, okay, but it is on behalf of the, divine feminines. Divine feminines are in this energy, black butterfly, transformation. Could have went through a lot, you know, could be an oddball, went through a lot of toxicity at the hands of a lot of people. And you all have had secret societies, even though a lot of the world don't want to believe that they exist, that it's a thing, and it's a thing beyond Hollywood. It's not just Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood is what's known or most notorious for it, but that is not the end of it. That's not the extent of it, okay? There's a lot of cultic groups that are secret societies, and they do these things, and they have these pacts and oaths, and they practice, you know, baneful things on people for their own personal gain. So the karmics are pissed. They're getting karma, and it's a lot going on. So straight away from the bottoms of the deck, we've got ginger. Okay, we have, there was a ginger. I don't know if it was a ginger cunt, but a ginger. Somebody that's offended cunt. Okay, boom. And this is fascinating. Some journey is over. I have the walker, the unknown, a journey reverse, 10 of swords reverse, 3 of cups reverse, commitment, happiness, irreconcilable differences, divine masculine. And in terms of emotion, I mean, it's kind of obvious with the 3 of cups here, but in terms of emotion, this is what these energies are feeling. There's somebody that's in this energy. It can be a masculine or somebody. And this energy is basically ashamed, sorry, humiliated, embarrassed. Okay. It could, like I said, for some of you, this could be a masculine that all of this truth get exposed about, possibly, again, this secret society. And someone named Sheila, someone named Taryn is here, and Tower, Chameleon. Okay, somebody is going through tower after tower after tower right now. Okay, there are some business owners they're watched. This has to happen, and I just saw 211. This has to happen because see, when you have power, when you have money, when you have power, when you have authority and resources, and you think you're pooping cotton candy and Snickers, and you know what I'm saying, when that's been you for so very long, because you can pull strings. You see what I'm saying? Well, you know, so-and-so over here at the Department of yada-da-da, and you know, so-and-so over here at the Department of yada-da-da, and you know, and so there's a level of arrogance and pretension and smugness that comes with that after a while. Because, you know, just think about it. After a while, you basically, you know, you're like the mob bootleg version. You know what I'm saying? Cheap ass, you know, broke down anyway, you know, as versions of them motherfuckers, right? Because the mob, not just all 212, the mob, they got money. Okay, like I ain't saying that they healthy, I'm just saying they got money. So anyway, so these groups and organizations that worked with the karmics, child, because again, these people were recruiting, they jumped the collective. I heard somebody else's video that said, it was a lady on TikTok, and I think I reposted her video, I think I did, because unlike karmics, I'm not worried about, you know, promoting someone else and what is that gonna mean for me. Anyway, so, you know, she had said, there was a statement she said where she was like, basically they jumped you. And that's what these people did to the collective. But they did it behind the scene, and they did it in other means. It's not physical, but it affected you physically. They were doing spell work. They were tampering with your resources. They were interfering with your life. So, you know, the things that matter so that you can create stability for yourself. So, and yeah, they doubled, you know, they jumped you. We're going to go all in together and we're going to plummet spell work around the clock. And we're going to hire retards around the clock. Okay. Everywhere the collective goes, to watch them, to do things to them, to, you know, do harm, to irritate them, to try to spook them, to, like, all of those things. Okay. So it's ranging from small time to actual businesses. And that's why I say people are just loopy. That's my current opinion is folks is loopy, because ain't no way. There is no, I'm sorry. No. If I've managed to create some kind of stability for myself, or a career for myself somewhere, and I have a family, and I may not have everything I want. I may not be, you know, piss and gold, you know what I'm saying? But if, hell, even if I don't, I'm just gonna be real with it. I'm just simply saying that these are people who obviously, if I see business and organizations, then there's some level of stability, even if it's small time. And there ain't no way I'm gonna put that on the line. But that's why I say these people are loopy. They're loopy because they partnered with these energies here that came for the collective. It was foul. It wasn't a question of did somebody know it was foul. No, they all knew it was foul. But the thing is, they all had a personal issue with the collective. They were all triggered by the collective. They all shared in some type of equal toxicity pertaining to the collective. So they opted into the program of let's be bullies. We do quote the Bible, but we're going to still say we're bullying. You know, we're bullies. We quote the Bible. We quote spirituality. We quote nature. We quote the Dalai Lama. We quote, you know, if it's on the religious side, we quote T.D. Jakes. We quote Joyce Myers. We quote Joel Osteen. We quote, you know what I'm saying, any of the greats. But we're bullies. We stalk people. And we do bad things. They're being watched. I told people, I know, they're being watched. The one that they least expected was the real monster. It's going to always be this way, human beings. Nothing comes with an accurate name tag. Because that would be very simple to solve now, wouldn't it? That would be cinchy. So these, like I said, these are people who quote, these are Bible thumpers. These are people who possibly heavy tithers, or they're always talking about Jesus and you know, prayer and, you know, their calling and, you know. But they do bad things to their own blood, to their own people, to children, to disabled people. They'll do any and everything for gain. They'll also do any and everything out of anger. Okay? I shared someone else's video, and I think it could have been the same lady. She was like, so since when? Okay, she was like, somebody mad because y'all walked away. You cut off communication. You stopped dealing with them. She was like, so since when when you walk away from people, they then go on a lifetime hunt of trying to hurt you? Like, how is that not mental illness? And I just said to myself, I looked at it, you know, the reading, I was like, my sentiments exactly. My sentiments exactly. Anyway, child, they crying because people are realizing that possibly this person and whoever she's been working with, people are starting to see like this is kind of psychopathic. And it's not meant to be taken lightly or just like a little joke. You know, I know we be saying people, oh, they psycho, man, they psycho. Like we commonize it. We make it common. We say it like slang in urban conversation anytime somebody is a little extra or a little weird. But in this context, this is serious. This is not just somebody's just a little bit mean. No, this is psychotic. This is psychopathy. And I invite you all to research psychopathy and some of the things that these people would do to folks. And also still stand in front of you and would swear on 1,000 Bibles that they didn't. There's exposure here. You all overcame this psychopathic secret society, monstrous people that keeps gathering together to cause problems for your life. Your life has been a constant state of that. They sacrificed you for famous people. They sacrificed you because you were young for some of you, and it was vengeance. It fed their sadistic nature, and they cahooted with people that was becoming famous and their people, and it's that far back for some of you. And even further. So the things that your life has been, and you overcame it, collective, it's been because of this energy that's connected to secret societies that have been doing things in your life to cause towers and towers over and over again. They sacrificed you for famous people. Yes, they did. The famous people that were up and coming, and they daddy and them and motherfuckers. Yeah, they sacrificed your life there was decision that it didn't matter. These people were cruel to your children. It didn't matter, because after all, you was just a little so-and-so from so-and-so. And the difficulties of your life. Then everybody lied and covered up all that and made it look like you're just somebody who was damned or cursed or lazy or crazy or now 222. Now that's sick. And I'm going to talk about this stuff enough. I'm going to get all motherfuckers' nerves in the universe. I don't care who don't like it. I am going to speak this shit and provide more truths and proofs as I damn well please. Until enough people in the universe get their heads out their asses and look at the truth for what it is, no matter how inconvenient, uncomfortable, and painful. And take down these sacred cows. Oh, that's my daddy. Oh, that's my mother. Your mother is a killer and a psychotic. I'm sorry that that is inconvenient and painful and it doesn't sit well with you, but it is the truth. And just because you didn't receive the full totality of their psychosis doesn't mean it don't exist. Thank you. Mic drop. A stranger, religious clergy. Yeah, see, like I said, you guys have been dealing with a lot of that, okay? You have turned into a black butterfly. You took all of that and whoop, okay? All that darkness, all these multiple rounds of betrayal, and people being happy and delighted. Now, what's happening with these motherfuckers, this is funny. Like I said earlier, they're in this energy now. Somebody's feeling ashamed. Now, I doubt it's the people. Maybe it's some other people that was connected to them. Sorry, humiliated, embarrassed. Secret society is losing everything. I don't know what they're losing, but they said they're losing everything. Somebody's crying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to narrow this down because I do have to get going here. I'm going to narrow down to this person. Now, that's, you know, we got to be balanced with this, okay? I'm not the only person whose name is Brandy, right? We just need to know who we are and how the reading applies to us, and if this person's name apply in any way, because this can be anybody for any of you. Okay? Sheila. Ah! I know I'm bad. I'm bad and so good. Oh, y'all, come on. Laugh a little bit. Because what they've done ain't no laughing matter. But what's funny is what their ass is going to get, though. Clarify, Sheila. And crying. Thank you, Divine Team. Okay. I gotta go. I'm done. See, what's funny is Sheila thought that the collective was dumb. Maybe she had did enough of the baneful workings with her sorry ragtag team of misfits on your life for so long before you knew anything. I mean, long before anything, right? That's why she felt comfortable in that. But see, that's not the same thing as dumb, by the way. That's another video. Now, the truth is she is. She's dumb. And when I say dumb, I'm not saying you guys gonna have to take. Psychopaths are dumb, but they can be highly intelligent. Watch American Psycho. She dumb because she fucked with the wrong one. She dumb. Yeah. And see, another thing about energies that they live this way, this is how they got along in their whole lives. Sometimes they are dumb. Yeah. Sometimes they dumb in the sense of dumb. And they skate by stealing from everyone else, energetically speaking, right? They skate by on the back of other people's intelligence, claiming it as their own. Y'all don't play it like you ain't never experienced. You know, think of corporate world and different spaces where it's like niggas and bitches walking around like peacocks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was their idea, nigga. And you be like, nigga, that wasn't you. You retarded ass. You know? but you know what I'm saying? But people do it. People do it. They do it by watching and observing. It's really not that hard to be a copy and paste bitch in 2025. The information age made this much easier for sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists. Somebody could also be in this energy, whoever is embarrassed, they could be in this energy of feeling dumb. Okay? Feeling like they're dumb for even believing Sheila. They're dumb for taking her word. They're dumb for fucking with her. Somebody could really feel like they're dumb. They wish they wouldn't have dealt with this old cunt. Yeah, Pharaoh. Plastic. It could be Sheila and a plastic. And something about a trust fund. This could have been stealing of a trust fund or investment. Yeah. Or a fake trust fund, or they thought they were going to get something. Plastic cunt. Moody cunt. And this is all things that Sheila could have projected onto the collective, that you were dumb and plastic. So she was projecting. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up the read. Black butterfly, the divine feminine collectives are transforming, went through hell. Their life has been engrossed with karmic energies from the gate, sabotaging their every waking move. Okay, long before they had a chance to have their capacities, this was happening. And then as life proceeded, it happened more and more and more. They got with famous people or people that were getting ready to be famous, and then they betrayed them for that. And then they, yeah. All right, so let's tap into what is going on with Sheila now. Okay, this is a karmic reading. We already know what's been going on with the collective. And my readings are shifting because we're not going to be given details about the collective for a time. We're going to pick up on the hell that motherfucker's going to pay. Every time, bitch. Shit. I love it. I love it. It's like, okay, very well. Show your ass. But we may not even mention some of these motherfuckers because that's, in some cases, that's the only clout they'll ever fucking get is if you mention them. So we're not going to be reading on every little thing that people do. Because some of it is just to see if you'll say something about it. Oh, let me do this so I can see if they're gonna mention it online. Oh, let me do this so I can see if they're gonna mention it there. Oh, let me test their gangster. So we won't be mentioning every little thing. We're gonna let them sit. We're gonna let them wonder. Because that's again a form of trying to get supply. Trying to get your attention, trying to see if you're upset and bothered. And so this is another reason why I'm taking on another approach. Okay, I'm focusing on like the grander scheme of things, the bigger things. Even in terms of people like reporting my videos, yeah, I'm not fixing to help this person get some kind of fake empathy because of their manipulations and spells on weak and easily controlled minds. Right? When I mention, okay, this is the person that pushed the violation, but you know, they reported my videos, I'm gonna do a reading on them. Well, no. They're not even worth me doing a reading on them specifically. Now, they may show up in these readings collectively, but they're not even worth me singling and isolating them out like that because I am no longer care. I understand what all this is coming from. Okay? Okay. So what's going on with Sheila now? Let's just keep it pushing. What's going on with Sheila in this collective reading? Whoever the Sheilas are on a collective scale, whoever they are as karmic representation, what is the truth? She's being discarded, thrown out like trash, or she was, because I have today going in the reverse. Somebody could be realizing the past actions. People could be avoiding her, or she could be wanting to run, but I have running and avoiding. What's going on with whoever these collective Sheilas are? Yeah, she could be being cut off, extreme and harsh cut off. What's going on with Sheila's collective and the collective tragedy? I saw tragedy. Okay, hiding the proof. Running. She's trying to run and she's trying to hide, or somebody is running from these energies for hiding the proof. But she definitely could be somewhere trying to figure out, yeah, how to get herself out of a situation. Here I got anchor chained, weighted down in the reverse. She could be hiding that she's feeling entrapped or weighted down, but people could be leaving her after freeing themselves from her because of like, you hid this proof. Yeah, in interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page is going in the reverse. What did Sheila hide? What did the collective Sheilas hide? What did they hide? Why is receipt in the reverse? What did they hide? What did they hide? Vacation, hideaway, adventure. They hid a house or something in a house. Escapade. Yeah, writings. Some writings. Some documents. Some information about divine feminine. It could be a house that belonged to divine feminine. It could be money. It could be something about who divine feminine is, who she really is. Yeah, realization, and people are realizing that. There's the awareness, finding out, and coming to the light. She hid the truth about maybe the divine feminine, why divine feminine left the situation here, the truth about the cutoff, because she could have been trying to imply that it was something other than what it really was. She could have been trying to say that the collective was just running and escaping, but some truths and proofs have come out that that's not the case, that she was the one indeed that had secrets, that she was the one indeed that was hiding, that she was, broke, she was money hungry, she was lazy, she was avoiding, she was stealing. Yeah. Single. Current status. She could have even said that the collective was married. This Sheila, karmic people could have had said collective was married or something like that. That's why y'all better stop just believing people. What's wrong, humans? But see, that's them spells they put on your ass. And the lesson is beyond spells. It's about becoming adult enough to not simply rely on someone else's word because they share the same blood. That don't mean the hoe ain't a liar. That don't mean that just because they share blood, possibly, I'll say possibly, or related or grew up together, doesn't it doesn't mean that it can't be toxic. Yeah. Mhm. And it's a lot about why you hid off, why you ran, why you cut everybody off. You know what I'm saying? These people had to tell the world something because it was going to cause too much suspicion. So they had to create something here. Okay. Financial support. What is she crying about? Focused eyes for you, fascinated, moving physical location change, because collective moved, or something about a house, or somebody's moving, or what? Huh? Oh, financial support reverse. Because what? There it is. Money. She crying about money. She crying about money. See, that's why I ain't. It's exactly why I know what I know. Searching online. She crying because online looking for information, records, ascension in the reverse. She's crying because what? She going down? She what? Coming to the, yeah, she is. And she can't take you down, nigga. She can't do it. She can't do it. It's sad that she wants to, collective. Whoever these people is for you, I'm sorry. I mean, I guess I'm not sorry, but it's unfortunate. I feel, because it is sad. These people are, child. What is this exposure here with realization pertaining to Sheila, whoever the collective Sheilas are? The Pilgrim, opportunities, growth in the reverse. That she's dark, and that she was, like she's an energy vampire, or she is a black widow, and that she was trying to stifle and steal your growth and your opportunities. That's what's coming out. Behind the scene. The adventure, responsibility, and expectations is in the reverse. Yeah, she doesn't want to take responsibility for her actions here. The truth is that it was her, the things that she was doing, but she was trying to make it seem like that the collective did not want to grow or take responsibility for their own lives. And that is a sadistic, major narcissistic trait. If someone is sabotaging somebody behind a scene and then going in the public to say this person just don't want to grow up and take responsibility for themselves or their life's choices, but behind the scene network and connect with people to make sure that they don't want to work with you, behind the scene secretly poisoning you and doing spell work behind the scene, but then going to the world publicly. Okay, not to mention behind the scene, taking your money, taking your resources, all of those things, gifts, whatever it is that's divinely yours, that's for you. Right? Behind the scene is secret, then going to the world and everybody else claiming that you all just, you spending problems, you don't want to take responsibility, anything to not cough up the dough and tell the truth that you're a thief and hoe. So the truth, what's happening with her parenthood legacy is in the reverse. She ain't no goddamn legend, nigga. The truth is that she ain't shit. The truth here is that she is a very horrible, horrible parent. Because what parent would have done the things that she has done to her children and her grandchildren? Something is wrong with her. Something been wrong with her, people. She got all them people all fucked up in the head. And it ain't about different, people try to trivialize this stuff. It's like, no. This is sick. This is sick and pervasive shit. So you don't clump that in with everybody has problems. Horrible parent. Truth could be coming out about what she did to her own parent too. Child. Because if she's, part of this secret society here, the dancer is going in the reverse. Self-expression and strength in the reverse. The truth is, what's coming out about her is people are seeing that she could have hated and been jealous and envious of the collective's strength, the collective's creativity, all the beautiful things about the collective, and wanted it for herself, wanted to stop it, wanted to block it, siphoned it. Weak. She's weak. She's weak. She's been weak. Hiding your true self. Projection. Yes, she was projecting onto the collective here. And she could have been jealous of your ability. You could have taken off your mask. You could have, went on the journey to I got to tap into who I am. I'm not going to hold on to sacred cows because the world is more comfortable with it. Fuck that, because the world ain't paying my bills. The world has plenty of opinions. And at the end of the day, the world goes home to their prospective places. Child. Yeah, she ain't no damn poet. Responsibility, relationships and vulnerability. Yeah, she's closed off. A liar. Was interfering with your relationships. Chances are she's one of the lunatics in here now. Hell, chances are it's Dumb and Dumber. Let me stop. Give them team. The more they, remember what I said. My offline decree, especially for them, but for all of them, every time they come on my social media. Yeah, she's upset because people are breaking. It says new projects and learning coming in the reverse. She's been exposed as somebody that's been interfering with you having collaboration. She's been interfering with relationships, okay? And this is coming out because you broke some kind of toxic loyalty to abusers. It's coming out that she was upset that she couldn't control the collective, that you ain't been, nigga, shit, bitch. I'm supposed to kiss the ass of my oppressor? I'm supposed to kiss the ass of the ones that is attempting to murder me and my children? I'm supposed to kiss the ass of the one who lied behind my back? Pretending like they don't know what the fuck is going on? I'm supposed to kiss the ass of the motherfucker that's stealing my shit? That's working with retards? To come against me and mine, I'm supposed to kiss the ass? I'm supposed to be loyal? The world is ignorant. That's what I've come to accept. The world is ignorant. Because that's butt, booty, ass, the fuck backwards. I'm supposed to kiss the ass. We're supposed to be loyal to people trying to kill us. Sure, Mr. Toxic Killer, bitch. Yes. Let's go. Let's talk. I'm coming to the barbacore. I'm at the barbacore. I'm gonna come. Yeah, so you can poison my pecan pie. So you can put some fucking, give me a fucking cursed ass purple bra. Sure. Sure. Okay. Toxic Killer lady. It says here, the vengeance, overcoming slights, a choice. They're seeing that she could have been trying to imply that the collective was just bitter or vengeful behind some stuff. She could have been denying the fact that she was vengeful. That could have been the greatest secret of all, is that it was her. Hence, why she was doing all of the things in which she had been doing for a very long time. She could have been implying that the collective spoke out. See, speaking out the truth about what people do to you in abuse, that's not vengeance. Vengeance would be, okay, you don't want me to say what vengeance would be, honey. Do you? Okay, people telling when somebody abused them, that's not vengeance. That's justice to the person, especially in situations where people got their head up their bum or up the bum of the abuser. Because the shit is secret or whatever the case may be. The people who get abused should not have to invalidate themselves in their reality because it makes everyone else uncomfortable, including the abuser. That's what ticks me off about a lot of energies, not just this reading, but just people, humans. It's like, you mad because somebody told that you cheated? Somebody spoke of the fact that you cheated on them. So you actually have the audacity to be upset because somebody said that you cheated on them, or that you did something hurtful and harmful to them personally. Yeah, productivity creation. She's been the one that's been stealing your productivity and creation. She could be trying to be you along with the other hoe. And then trying to sacrifice you off. Delivering news, collaboration is in the reverse. She was trying to stop people from collaborating. That's what's coming out. The truth about why you stopped fucking with all of these people, that's what's coming out. The truth about how they've been interfering with your life in certain things and aspects behind the scene, that's what's coming out. Okay? Boom. So now, let's get into the tarot, and we're good. That she was trying to do stuff to affect your mood. She, and amongst other people, were doing things, okay, so that they can then turn around and say, oh, they're just on the wrong path, and they don't want to take responsibility for their own lives. This whole ain't, nigga, please. Y'all don't want me to get started about none of these motherfuckers. Ooh, you don't want me to. No, you do not, because most of them ain't been without a nigga since they been fucking. Okay? Just, most of these hoes ain't been without a nigga since they been fucking. And what do I mean with that? This tells me no matter how they trying to betray themselves to be to y'all, that they themselves have not managed to be able to do life alone. Period. People trip me out, got the most to say, and don't know nothing about none of this shit. You'd have been fucking, you'd have been married and with a nigga or a bitch since you was 18. And if it ain't been the same one, you've had 5 others since. You know nothing about doing it alone. So shut up. And for the ones who didn't have a relationship, they always had a nigga, a John nigga. Don't fuck with me. Don't tell me, because I know they business. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I know. All right, so what's happening with, I'm not going to say just her. I'm going to say all those that are collaboration with her. Her other children. Whether dizzy relative is still stupid. What's going What's happening? Oh, because it's too late. Shit, people say it's too late. People are cowards. People are greedy, and people are insecure and they're jealous. And this is going to put the nail in the coffin that's why. The world, yeah, it's over. And she could be afraid, hiding, delusional right now. She can be afraid of her impending end with the moon and the world, or these people, because I'm talking about the group. Because I'm like, shit, The more that's being revealed to me in my silence and in my solitude, the more proofs, the more information, the more I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, 4 of Wands is going into reverse. She could be sick. She could be afraid of her death. She could be concerned about her own stability. These people could all be in this energy because it is going to be affected. Just it is what it is. So when this shit is going down, I'm just gonna shake my head and keep skipping and keep focusing and doing the shit that I've been doing, because everyone is presented with choice. Choose to hold shit that ain't yours, you're choosing the curse, dear. Choose to continue to hide and lie, you're choosing the curse, dear. Choosing to decide to go find more practitioners to do more fucked up shit, you're choosing to really get your ass tore the fuck up, mold in a little bit. Life is about choices. Choose to stay toxically loyal to a crazy psycho killer, then you want the toxic crazy psycho killer's lot. You choose, you this day, what kind of fucking person you want to be. Yeah, she's defeated. There's arguments, there's fights. She's defeated. This is over. This shit is coming for her. The 10 of Pentacles. So her being able to win and steal is over. She knows that this is impending. Her being able to gossip and use emperors or men. Her being able to play with people's dicks. Okay, I said that. Her being a toxic madam and shit. her being able to play with people's dicks or getting people to play with people's dicks, you know, triangulating her, gossiping. Woo! Yeah, she finna go down. Look at this is gonna be her and these other energies, you know. But her being able to use sex entities and shit like that. Her and this whole crew of hoes that she work with, you know what I'm saying? Being able to do that to get men fighting, gossiping, triangulation. Because the Five of Swords is also about, this is a triangulation game, playing air magic, head games. Knock that hoe out. Yeah, Three of Pentacles and a Tower. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Her being able to steal off of the Empress gives, being able to stop offers and growth, and the businesses is over. She's possibly losing money. Ace of Swords, yeah, the truth. She cannot compete where she don't fucking compare. And because the truth of the matter is, this is where all of the chaos and conflict was coming from. And she's, yeah, people gonna be put on their back whether they want to be or not. Again, this is definitely sex magic shit. This is definitely motherfuckers who use sex, you know. So again, toxic people play on weak-willed individuals. Whether that's disabled people, sick people, or just lust-filled, easily manipulated and controlled people. And this is how they do the things they do. I told you it's something about penises, because now we got another picture with getting people to play with somebody's penis. Yeah, she's a fake Empress. Okay, she's not going to be able to steal and siphon. These groups, these individuals aren't going to be able to steal and siphon the healing of the divine feminine, siphoning their healing, their gifts for their own gain here. She's going down. Yeah, trying to say investing and trying to say you crazy. Investing and trying to get you put in a mental institution to try to get some kind of power and control over you and your children here. Investing in making you sick and all sorts of shit like that. I would worry, because she knows this is impending. Yeah, she has no defense. Seven of Wands is going in the reverse. She has no defense. But the shit that these people was doing to the collective when you didn't have no defense, no protection, you know what I'm saying? Vulnerable people taking advantage of you and your children's vulnerability. These hoes get that ass. They got no defense. You're done. Seven of Wands is in the reverse. She's done. These motherfuckers are done, and there will be no further protection. But nah, none of them. Tower. They're done. What is this? King of Swords, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Woo! Child. Looking at the past, huh? Yeah. Somebody feeling broke down. These people are sick. She's sick. She's sick. And the people who work with her, they're sick. I've made my final decision. I'm like, you know, I really try collective. I don't know who the Sheila person is for you all and what that represents for you in totality for you. But in my life in general, I really tried with humans. I sincerely tried to give everyone a shot and the benefit of the doubt, you know, opportunities to step up, you know what I'm saying, in the hard things, to step up, you know, because I get that this kind of stuff is very challenging, it's difficult, it's hard, and there's so much to it. But at the end of the day, when you're the ones that's on the receiving end, you and your children's on the receiving end of somebody's mental illness and toxicity, and then you have worlds of people backing them up, it makes you call into question if these individuals are equally fucked up. It really do at some point, because to know certain things about that person or these people and yet and still back them up, and yet and still keep their secrets, and yet and still continue to invest, and yet and still don't make something right, and yet and still don't provide the truth to the person in which they violated, it calls into question. Okay. What's happening with these groups now? Page of Pentacles, Nine of Wands is in the reverse. They're realizing that this is going nowhere. They're taking some kind of hits and losses with the Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. It's destroying their families. It's not getting them what they really thought that they were going to get. But all of these investments to hurt you and to end you and to siphon you is going to fuck each and every one of them up until there's nothing and nobody left. Because the message is going to be clear whether they want it to be or not. Your pursuit of siphoning and stifling the collective is going to be your and your family's end. Pity it. Pity it, pity it, pity it. Ooh, let's push the buttons. Okay, so what's about to happen here? What's the energy? These people's ramification. Black butterfly is divine feminine, but we're not tapping into their energies. We just know that there's major transformation on the side of the collective divine feminines. Give me the hell that these niggas and bitches is gonna live until them flesh shoots expire. Oof, losses. Six of Wands in the reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Losses. Dishonor. And it's for their dishonor. It's for the theft. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody may go bankrupt. May go bankrupt. May like slowly chip away because of what these motherfuckers been doing. And if they were a part of it, they ask you, you gonna pay? You gonna pay? People's greed is about to cost them more than they ever knew. Their greed and their entitlement and their jealousy and their need to have these fake reputations that they never really earned. Six of Wands in the reverse. There's your loss. The Fool is in the reverse, child. That's an ending again. That's an ending again. That's no forward movement. That's not another shot. No second chances. No new beginnings. This person, these groups, whoever these people are, they're done. Some of them are going to realize that they need to cut their losses. Maybe a few is going to wisen up because they don't want it to get too far out of hand for their families, the ones that's got maybe 2 scruples left. But you know, they're going to be like, let's cut our losses and this is it. Okay, because this was foolish and we don't want to be foolish. We don't want to be foolish anymore. We're not stealing anymore. We're not going to do these dishonorable things anymore. Okay. But yeah, they're going to go into a depression. Some of these people they're just going to keep losing shit because they're disconnected. They're going to spin out. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles is going into the reverse. Like, they're going to lose any money, any opportunities, and any giftings that they had. And trying to come off the collective's giftings. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Cups reverse, the Fool reverse, Six of Wands reverse. People are going to start dropping these burdens and no longer take any partnerships with some of these people. Yeah, Seven of Wands reverse, we're not protecting. Entities may start rejecting them like, no, we won't help you, we won't protect you. Yeah, Six of Pentacles is going into the reverse. Some of them are going to keep attempting to do these dishonorable things. And it's going to be their demise. The more they do it, the more suffrage they're going to have. When they're vulnerable, something's going to happen to some of these people when they're on their back, when they're sick. It's going to be when they're in a compromising situation. And for some of them, you all, that's going to be a signal is going to go off on them when it happens about how they took advantage of the collective and vulnerable situations. Whether that was the collective's children doing shit to people in vulnerable situations is disgusting. It's dishonorable. And when they get put on their back, somebody's supposed to do that to them. They're going to be put in a situation and then somebody is going to play with their head, going to lie to them, going to confuse them. Somebody is going to act like they care and act like they want to help. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And they're going to do it just to get some money, to take some money from them, or to get put on some kind of an insurance policy or inheritance. And that's what that person's going to live, these people. And that's when it's going to become clear to them. Two of Swords in the reverse. Exposure. Yeah. Nine of Cups is going into the reverse. Yeah. They may end up getting poisoned if they were poisoning people. When people were sick and on their bed, they may end up getting poisoned. Or somebody may speak to them or tell them the truth about knowing that they poisoned somebody in order to get some kind of insurance. Ooh, wee. This is getting interesting. Child. Somebody, yeah, they're going to go through the dark night of the soul. They're going to be put on their back and in a vulnerable position. And then they're going to be lied to and tricked. And what's going to happen to them is some of the things they've done to the collective and others. Child. Let me hear it. All right, so how is Sheila and the ragtag team of misfits feeling at this time? On a collective scale, truth, not what they're trying to squeeze fake smiles and bless the Lords and praise gods and Jesus. Truth. Disappointed. Truth. Tired. Truth. Mad and upset and angry because you're playful, cheerful, joyful, or you're able to. They feel like you're mean, rude, and unfriendly, or they're upset that people feel like they're mean, they're nervous, they're tired. But who told them to be fucked up? If we wasn't fucked up people, and I just saw 313 doing fucked up shit with fucked up people, we wouldn't have to be nervous and tired. I mean, we all feel nervousness and tiredness, but I'm just saying, if these people were not involved with a lot of this stuff, what are you scared of? But see, that's the whole point. They're feeling lonely. Isn't that what they wanted for the collective? Didn't they make sure of that? See, that's some of these people's lots too. That's going to be some, and to the bitter end, they will experience all of it. All the tricks, people being unkind, insensitive, lacking empathy. They're going to experience sabotage. They're going to experience manipulation while they're vulnerable. So people are going to come in acting like they want to help. They're feeling grouchy, gloomy, disappointed, nervous, angry, upset, mad, irate. They're not sorry. That's why the picture said sorry, apologetic, remorseful. They're not sorry. The funny thing is, these energies feel like the collective should be sorry. That's how twisted they are. I am sorry that you think I should be sorry because I don't want nothing to do with somebody who's been hurting me and my son's life from the beginning. Because I got the balls that the rest of the goddamn family don't have. To tell the truth for what it is. People, that's what they do. When you escape a cult, people punish you. They seek to destroy and ruin your life when you escape a cult. And the reason, a part of it is because you know too much about them. All right, y'all. I gotta go.